All right, happy Friday. Welcome back, Concepts in Training. So looking at the concept of mass moves mass. When we look at training, a lot of times we have main lifts and then we have accessory work. And so when we're looking at that, a lot of times what we call that is hypertrophy work or mass movements. Really, some people call it bodybuilding work. Doesn't really matter, right? The concept that a lot of people are after is increasing muscle mass. But why? Because when we look at increasing muscle mass, we have to understand that muscle mass plays two really crucial roles in performance or in just in general fitness, right? So performance-wise, muscle moves weights, right? So the more mass that we have, the more muscle mass, or what we consider cross-sectional area, or physiological cross-sectional area, PCSA is the true term for it, right? Basically what we're looking at, if I were to cut my arm in half right here and basically measure across the muscle fibers or muscle fascicles to be the biggest, to see where the biggest point is, right? That's muscle cross-sectional area. When we have more muscle cross-sectional area, we're able to recruit more muscle fibers and we're able to produce more force because there's more muscle fibers to recruit, right? It's why you see big lifters, right? Let's just use Lasha Taladazi out of Georgia as an example. At 360 pounds or whatever he weighs, right, snatches almost 500 pounds, okay? There's a lot of mass behind Lasha. So when we look at recruiting muscle fibers, we need to have a lot of mass, okay? So when we look at the term mass moves mass, that's where a lot of times we're looking at, right? So there's one of the roles that really plays into fitness and in training. The other thing we have to think about is metabolic demand. So when we increase muscle mass, especially if you're someone that is trying to lose weight, especially if you're trying to move faster because excess body fat can slow you down, it's calories. So if we're looking at mass of calories, mass still moves mass there, right? Muscle is metabolic. So when we have more muscle mass, our body's basal metabolic rate increases. So we're able to burn more calories. So a lot of times when you look at training programs, solid training programs will have a variety of things, but a lot of times you'll see some bodybuilding work, some single joint work, or some lighter weight high rep work, because what that's going to do for us is going to help build mass that's going to then translate into one, more force production, and then two, increasing our metabolism so we can burn more calories throughout the day, and so we can actually kind of experience a decrease in body fat as a result. So when we look at accessory work, you're looking at your bodybuilding work that's in your program, your mass work, whatever you want to call it. Those things are really important to our training programs, and we're going to talk about injury prevention at a different time. But when we really look at the first two main functions of muscle mass, we're looking at increased force outputs and we're looking at decreased body fat percentages, because both of those things are going to have a positive benefit to how you perform, how you feel, how much longer you live, your risk, because obviously adipose tissue or excess body fat decreases or increases your risk for different diseases. Being able to understand that when we look at training programs, having your bodybuilding work, your mass gaining work in there can be really crucial to making performance gains and then also some health gains as well.